Hello jewelry friends and happy new year. It's been almost a month, or if not more, since I've done a video for you guys, and I'm really sorry about that. I actually really missed you all. But I'm back. It's been kind of a crazy start to the new year. And anyway, we're gonna make this one a good year. I'm really excited for 2025. Got lots of things planned, and a lot of it includes jewelry. So without further ado, my name is Jennifer. I'm with FVF Treasures, and I love to collect and resell vintage jewelry and antique jewelry and modern day jewelry as well. Just really enjoy. I've been doing this for about a year and a half now. And a lot of it I do Goodwill unboxings with you, but I also do estate sales and some antique shopping and things like that. So I thought to start 2025, I would show you guys some of my favorite treasures from 2024. We'll start with this beauty. So most everything here, with the exception, I think, two, were from Goodwill. So when I say treasure hunting within Goodwill, you can find a lot of treasure hunting at Goodwill's and doing the unboxings as well. So at least I think they're treasure. This one in particular is a Art Deco 1920s Vaseline glass. And just to show you, all right, let me see, I might have to turn the light off to show you the magic of this one. See how it glows? Isn't that beautiful? It's a stunning, stunning piece. And quite honestly, I have not listed this one yet because I just love it so much. So it's the only one I have like that. And I find it to be very, very unique. And it's in perfect condition. Beautiful piece. So that's the first one. I have a lot of unboxings for you in the week ahead, so I'm excited about that because I missed doing them. Okay, this one is, I mean, it's rare in the sense that it's orange. This is actually a Weiss Maltese cross, and I apologize for everything's bagged, so I gotta get them out of their packaging. But it's unique in a sense that you don't see the orange ones that often. You see blue, you see the other colors, and its marking is right there. But this one, I haven't seen another orange one. I thought that was pretty cool when I saw it. So that was a neat find. I hope you guys are all staying warm because I'm in Florida and we're freezing. Also for 2025, I vow to do more shopping live. Well, not shopping live, but taking you guys with me when I'm shopping. I'm really bad at doing that. And I really would love to share that experience with you guys. Okay, so this one, I've mentioned this one in another video. This is actually a Schiaparelli earring, and it is signed. And I bought it like this. Now it is missing a stone. And that's not in the bag. I think it was like that when I got it. This is the Peking glass earrings, and these are more rare. So I bought it as an individual earring, and the crazy thing is, as soon as I bought it, I actually found, hold on, I'm getting a visitor. Okay, I'm back. So this one, as I was saying, this is a Schiaparelli, and it's a individual earring that I purchased. And the reason I did, because of the rarity of the Peking glass, it is missing that rhinestone. However, as soon as I found it, I actually went looking for its mate online, and there was one on eBay, and it was the earring that I needed, and it had just sold. So I don't know if somebody else got the other side and listed it, because you know you can sell earrings individually. So I am holding on to that. I'm waiting for its partner, but I love it. I think it's beautiful, and that'll probably stay in my my personal collection, because I don't have too many Schiaparellis, so I will hold on to that one till I find it. Okay, this next one is a Juliana that I got, and you can tell so by the wire, get this out of the way here, the wire over, and Juliana's also, the bracelets have this 5-link construction. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's another way to look, but I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I also have a brooch that may match this. But that was one of my finds on Shop Goodwill that I love, because I also collect Juliana pieces. Okay. All right, this one is kind of a different, unique one. This is a 50-cent Kennedy cutout necklace, and it was just kind of unique, so I grabbed it. Not all of these are unboxings, obviously. Some of them I just participate in the auction for them. But this one is a 90% silver coin, but look how cool that is. So they cut all of this part out, and is it marked? It's not marked silver, but I did test it, but that is a cool piece. Interesting little piece. So I like that. And then we have, okay, this one's a mystery. I have no idea what this one is. And if anybody can help with this one, I would greatly appreciate it. This is just glass, but look how unique. Look at the construction on this. I believe that this piece, obviously it was connected to something else. I don't know if it hung, but if anybody has insight to what this could actually be, I can't find anything through searching on what this could be. But I love it. I love unique things like these. They remind me of true little treasures, but look at the details. Really cool. So that was a cool find. Okay, now some more things that came in unboxings. This one is a sapphire and diamond cuff, and this was in one of the unboxings. I think it's beautiful. So that's really pretty. Tiny little diamonds, but diamonds nonetheless. Okay, this I believe to possibly be a Selro bracelet. We've got the confetti, little gold confetti. That was something a lot of Selro pieces had. And also this riveting style on the back. So although I have not confirmed it yet, it's very possible. So that is a gorgeous piece. Love that. And I also really treasure panel bracelets. This one, these are 900 silver, very old pins, and they are marked, but they've got the little C clasp. They're very light, extremely light, like almost real delicate. So I'm very careful with these. This one doesn't even have, yeah, it does have a little C hook on the back, but really cool. Very cool. And 900 silver was, it's 90% silver and 10% alloy, sometimes copper. And a lot of times they're from, did I make a note when they're from? I did not note when they're from. I don't know if it's like before the 30s, but they melted a lot of coins to get that. Usually. A lot of times 900 silver was from melted coins. Okay, this one is actually gold, garnet, and diamonds. You can see there's little teeny diamonds in between each one. And it's quite beautiful. And that was inside of a unboxing. I get a lot of these bracelets that look like this. Most of them are 925, or 925. But this one just happened to be gold and diamonds, so that was a nice treasure find. Okay, this was in an unboxing. This was actually a Mexican wedding necklace, and it's the only one that I have. So don't come across these that often, and I thought it was so cool because I had just learned about it and then literally got one right after. So that was interesting, but you can see it has all these little charms. They all have individual meaning on why they're here, but they're really, really cool necklaces. So that is that. This is very old. This was probably one of my very first old Victorian or Edwardian pieces. I believe this one is like an Art Deco, but correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm constantly trying to learn on these older pieces, but I think this is carnelian, and when you look through the light, as you can see, it's like a hazy, so you can see that. See how it's like that? Really pretty, really interesting. Not really sure what the shape is of this, because might be missing a little chain here because there's a clasp there, and then as you can see, the layout is a little funky. But what a cool piece. Really cool piece. So that one's, and I didn't test that either to see if that's gold. I don't know if that's any kind of carat. Same with this one. This is also an Art Deco piece. Beautiful necklace. This is actually just glass, but still quite beautiful. It's got that beautiful clasp on it, and it says oh, it's a patent number 1257158, perhaps. But very pretty. Have no idea what this one is. So again, if anybody has an idea, I think it's 1930s and 40s, just by the construction. It's got the little trombone clasp, but it's kind of light, like hollow. Interesting. I have no idea. No marking on it. I've seen a couple things similar, but nothing quite like it. So that was a cool little find. All right, this one is a tribal style. I just thought it was cool. No markings on that one either, but an interesting piece. Usually if I list those, they go pretty quick. And speaking of, this one's, I believe this one is a Tibetan necklace, but I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of like a butterscotch amber, but really interesting design. It's kind of heavy. It's got some weight to it, so that was pretty. This is just a beautiful book chain. I just love chains that are like this. I think they're really cool. Any of these chunky old chains like that. It's got an interesting pattern on it. So that's a cool one. This little guy is an 835 silver little brooch. And I was able to find that one online and see how it's got little fragments in the amber, which is always cool. So that's a pretty neat piece. I get so excited when I find the old stuff. Okay. We have this next one. I loved this when I found it. This one, I have a little note in here on this one because this one took me a while. This one's, I believe, to be a mid-century piece, and it is marked 14 karat SKAL, which is the Scallet Manufacturing. So that's a really cool piece. I like that one. That one I keep in my little collection. Like I said, sometimes they wind up in my little private collection, but there will come a day when I will let it go. Okay, this one is not Shop Goodwill or Goodwill, but I did get this in 2024, and I just wanted to share it because it's such a unique piece. But this is a Hobey, and look how gorgeous that is. I can't find this anywhere. So this is a really unique one. And it is, let me see where the mark is. I think it might be, yeah, right there. It's probably hard to see, but the only thing with this one, condition-wise, is, and I was totally okay with that because I've never seen anything like this, is a couple of those are broken, and I'm sure I could probably, if I really wanted to, find someone that would be willing to repair that. But I just saw it and I had to have it because it's so different and so unique, and like I said, it's truly a rare piece. So just wanted to share that because that was one of my very cool finds for that year. Okay, this is my favorite bracelet that I came across, and this one might not have, the last two might have been the tail end of 23, because I've only been doing this for a little more than a year or so. This one, these are all crystals, and the only thing I could find that even comes remotely close, and it's really close to what this looks like, is a Sandor bracelet online. And the one that is on there has very similar markings. Everything is very close, but I absolutely was floored when I found this because it's stunning. It looks like a museum piece to me. So I love this. This is probably my favorite find so far, I'm sure. Gorgeous, gorgeous piece. I had that one listed for a while and I took it down. I was like, I can't do it. I gotta take it down. Okay, this is probably the one a lot of you have been waiting to see. This one has a fabulous story with it, but this is a Rolex Oyster Perpetual Date Just watch that I actually got in did not come in that nice little box. I put it in there. But this came in a bag of watches, and it was just a lot of watches. And I got it from our local Goodwill, actually. And when I bought it, the funny story is I was standing there talking to someone, and I was holding the bag of watches, and I said, I don't usually get watches. So you know, for me to buy a lot of watches is kind of a rare thing. And the person standing next to me, he was just curious what made me pick up that bag. And he said, "Can I look at it and see?" And so he grabs it and he's looking. He goes, "You know, you have a Rolex in there." And we were all laughing because we're like, "Oh, sure you do." So anyway, I get home and I'm looking at it, and I had jokingly said to my husband that I'm gonna find a Rolex one of these days in my hunts. And so I had cleaned it up. I actually went in and got a battery on it. And put it in this nice box, and I gave it to him, and he just thought it was just funny because he's looking at me like with this, you know, cockeyed look. And I said, I found one. I actually did find one. So it's got a lot of wear on it. It's been worn, very worn for a long time, you can tell. But the first indication to him that it was completely not a real Rolex was the second, you know, the ticking, which doesn't have that nice smooth movement. However, without the smooth sweep, we were immediately like, oh yeah, it's not a Rolex. So anyway, we take it in, we get the battery put in. The person that put the battery in, it was just a watch repair shop, and he said it has Swiss movement. And I said, okay. So he was really impressed by it. He was like, and he's showing me his Oyster Perpetual that he was wearing. So anywho, we left, and I mean, I don't know. I just kept saying it's so beautiful, and I said there's something about it. I don't know. It's really. I mean, I went through everything online, looking at them and comparing everything from the magnifying lens on it, you know, all the indicators of what makes it a real Rolex and everything else. So bottom line was there was one watch. Well, that was the other thing. My husband said you know, there's no batteries in them, and so there's only one. I think there's only one that they did with a battery and the non-sweeping movement like that, and it was first made in the 70s and halted in the 2000, like around 2001, and it was this watch. So curiously, there was one, and it matches everything that this one has. So it was a battery operated, and it did have this non-sweeping movement like this. So I don't know, we're still kind of in the air with it, and I still think it's a cool thing, cool treasure to find. And it does weigh 80 grams. I measured it. So the weight, everything else is correct. The only thing that's not, that I don't like, is the wear on this crown. But, you know, that could be possible. It's steel, which is correct with this watch. So there you go. I think that's treasure. Even if it's not, it's a fun thing to put in our little collection, and it's got a great story. So there's that. Okay, so we are going to be heading into another video here soon. I thank you guys so much for being here. Missed you all, and I wish everybody a prosperous, healthy, and fabulous new year. And until the next time, see you soon.